Hello beautiful people, how are you doing? Welcome back again to this episode. It's been a minute since we were here, but we are back again. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also click the notification button, smash that like button, and leave your comment on the comment section below so that we may know your view. So today we are going to talk about anxiety. So let's get into the video. So Camila, welcome back to our episode once again.
Thanks again.
So much welcome. And the last time we were happy to host you, and we're also happy to host you once again.
Okay.
So let's talk about anxiety today. Or maybe you can just introduce yourself to our new viewers.
Okay. Hello viewers. My name is Camila Edalia. I'm happy to be here with Gertrude again. I am a Kenyan, a happy one, and I usually work with people, especially teenagers and young adults, as a counselor. So together we are able to collaborate and address issues in their life that may be challenging or confusing or causing them any form of distress. Then we get to understand what could be causing it, and we work together to make changes so that they get to a place where they are healthier in their relationships, healthier in their physical health, and they're also able to be productive. So just remember, counseling is not for people who are having a problem. It's for normal humans who are going through normal challenges.
Wow.
So I do that at Endeleo Counseling Therapy, and you're welcome to give us a call if you need services.
Yeah, that's very true. Thank you so much for the introduction. So let's just get straight to the video. I'd like to ask you the first question is, what is anxiety?
So anxiety is a form of fear that we get to experience as human beings. And usually it makes us nervous. It's just when we are afraid, either because there's a form of danger coming or something that's making us uneasy. So anxiety really is fear.
Wow. Okay. So I'd like to ask also the second question. What are signs and symptoms of anxiety? So usually when a person has or is experiencing anxiety, they'll be worried. So they may be constantly thinking about whether things are going to work out, whether they're in trouble. They'll be worried. Another common symptom is they become tense. Like you can feel there's tension in your muscles, in your joints. There's just tension because there's something upcoming that's making you afraid. There's also restlessness, like a person may not be able to sit in one position, or sometimes it will be their hands, sometimes they're fidgeting, or they can even be pacing up and about in a room. That's another sign. Another sign can also be in terms of sleep. You find a person can be in bed, like you go to bed at 9 p.m. but you're just there awake, you're not getting sleep. You can be there even for 2 hours, even 3 hours, you're just staring, or you're just there but you're not sleeping. So sleeplessness, or when you find it hard to fall asleep. Sometimes anxiety can also manifest as a stomachache, especially with children, but even with adults. You can find that you are in an event and you ate the same food as people, but now no one is having a problem except you. It could be anxiety. Sometimes it manifests as stomach problem. Is there any other I can think of? Concentration. When a person is anxious, usually it's hard for them to concentrate. Like now if you're experiencing anxiety right now, you probably be hearing off or not fully here. So you find even when you're in school, when you're in class, or even when you're working, you're unable to stick to one thing. Your mind just goes off in different directions. So those are some of the signs. However, there's also anxiety that is very extreme, where a person can feel like they're running out of breath. They feel like they cannot breathe, like they're suffocating. And when you look at them, well, they look okay. If they're tested biologically, there's nothing wrong with their heart or their breathing, but they just feel like they're suffocating. So that can also be a sign. And sometimes it's when also you feel your heartbeat is very fast. Unapigwa.
midundo, you know,
like rapidly.
You can almost feel it, like I almost even hear it because it's very fast. So that's also a sign of anxiety. So yeah, I hope that captures
yeah. So may I just ask, let's say for instance someone cries just without a reason, is that a sign of anxiety as well?
Without a reason, it could be. It could be because you know sometimes when you panic, when you're afraid, and maybe you don't know any other way to deal with the fear, you end up crying. So yes, crying uncontrollably, or I mean, without a defined reason, could be, yeah. And also Gertrude, because you had asked about anxiety, I feel it's important to say that there's healthy anxiety and unhealthy anxiety. So like, you know, when you're going for a job interview, you may feel some anxiety. Also, if you're promoted in a position, you may feel some anxiety, like you're wondering, will I manage this new work? Also, sometimes when you move, you can be moving to greener pastures from a house maybe in one area neighborhood to a better neighborhood, but you still feel worried. Even like when you're about to become a mother, sometimes even when you're about to do what, to get married. Yeah, so there are some nice events that can make you anxious. When you're about to make a major life change, you will feel some anxiety, which is not bad. It's actually okay. So it only becomes a problem when now it starts manifesting as the feeling of when you say like now you're not sleeping, the way you're saying you can start crying or you're suffocating. Now the intense anxiety is what is a problem, but ile kidogo is actually healthy. If it's not there, we can be concerned. If something big is about to happen in your life and you're not anxious, kuna shida. So some anxiety is okay.
Okay, just to ask, is anxiety related to stress?
They can be linked because you see, when you're experiencing stress because you feel like you're overwhelmed, because that would mean that you're feeling like you're incapable of coping. Yeah, so it is linked. Yeah, because anytime you're in a situation where you feel something is beyond your control, you know, you may feel stressed, and to a point that now you will become anxious. Yeah, so sometimes, like, you know, even when you're going to do a presentation, you're acting or you're presenting and you've been practicing and you're good, lakini when you're getting to the stage you just feel like, oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Like you can't do it.
I can't do it. Yeah. So stress, yes, stress and anxiety. Stress, when it is prolonged and intense, can now get to become anxiety. It can develop. I mean, it can progress.
Okay, wow, guys, did you know that? Just drop a comment. If there's any other question that you feel like you want to ask about it, just drop a comment and we'll get back to it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's the end of part 1 of this episode, and let's get to the other episode next time. See you. Shalom.